I'm praying for y'all like a line of plans. Now I usually get near. Oh, cause I'm in the camera. Years ago, I had to up my turn into my only private. Swear like she don't got.
All right, Coach. EA Sports come to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Moments ago, these two teams made their way out of this place. It was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Denver Broncos.
On special teams.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Is that not Marquette King?
And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. So able to break through the initial contact and then down right near the 25. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And they'll look to avoid only 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
I never have a problem with him.
To throw is Garoppolo. Screen play, McKinnon. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 20.
Near midfield at the 49. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. Whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs. In this case, the feet. Did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
You cheated.
Here we go. Come on, fellas. Here we go.
Good quick play, man.
Here's
Good
Garoppolo.
fucking pick.
That's caught by Taylor. And he's brought down. And the Niners move the chains as Garoppolo hooks up with Taylor. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expect 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
All but my Cobb. Let's go.
21.
You're in the slot. Oh, come on. Give me that. Wow.
They run it with McKinnon, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Adam Gotsis, the big Aussie, in on the tackle.
All but my Cobb.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play.
Wasn't that trying to get somebody to change the name of the fantasy league to that?
Totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Get set! 21. Like he had Randall Cobb.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo.
Oh,
that's incomplete.
How did he not just
a lot of contact
cradle that
there,
to
and
his
in
body?
the end, unable to keep 2 hands
Billy
on the football
called someone
and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Record scratch. Wait. You don't get to say that, Billy.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Got his target, Pierre Garçon.
I get it.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Gould is able to put it. Niners take a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Hey,
let's go.
God, you shitting me.
A carry for the Northern California native, Devontae Booker. And he'll take this up.
Hey, Soul, are you there? You trading Barrios? Not to me. So? What, you scared of me? So?
All right.
To about his 18-yard line.
Let's go.
Now Keenum throwing on second. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 3rd down, that's Lindsey. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Get your fucking
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Keenum to throw on 2nd down.
Thank you, Dick.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Malcolm Smith swatted that right to Richard Sherman.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. And it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Brandon Marshall with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And Gold is able to put it through here in the first. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going
backwards. I timed it right, but for whatever reason, the ball went right through my guy's hands.
Getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack.
Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Throwing now is Keenum. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Next roommate has his way.
On first down, Garoppolo.
Oh.
Over the middle to Garçon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards there for number 15. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out through.
Into heavy. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he is all the way up past the 25.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So they get the INT. Now here's Keenum. They'll let this thing go for Sanders.
Oh, my God, he dropped it.
Incomplete.
Come on, Jaquiski Tart.
Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Couldn't have walked down the fucking field and handed you that ball any better.
On the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Tre'Davious White.
Think Tre'Davious White.
Now with the play clock winding down, Vance Joseph says, let's talk this over. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing is Keenum on third down. And he's got Hireman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On first down, Keenum, and incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with
also
that.
Depends on the type of play that you have.
To play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's
if
something wrong with the
Booker said is your power runner, then
it is
he'll
not
be in
you.
on like first,
Keep
second
throwing.
down,
That timing
or
usually
short
develops.
situations. Yeah.
Now a handoff looking right. Room here to run.
So
as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39.
So this
pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Packers, Bears. That'd be nice to know for fantasy football.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Keenum going to throw. But he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas.
Bitch, you must be out showing.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle.
He fumbled, though.
Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really,
but I mean,
great
there was
play
wood
defensively.
laid.
To throw on 2nd down is Keenum. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space.
Oh, my God. That was 6. That was motherfucking 6.
Incomplete as well. 4th down now as San Fran's defense is strong in coverage. And McMahon. And they are on the board. That's something of a pick-me-up, but the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the right side, complete to Taylor. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Caught left side, Garcon. He's at the 40. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory.
Here, Garcon.
A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. Now McKinnon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Here again is McKinnon. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and takes a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Working from the gun, Garoppolo.
Fuck.
And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals.
Ain't nobody on the team
now.
getting next
And not
beat
just
but
3
the
field
fucking
goals,
kickers.
but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now.
Yeah. It's toward the bottom of the list, like where, you know, where you would put your kick returns and shit. Yeah. Yeah, you can choose who's in the slot and all that shit, too. Really? That I didn't know. Your slot corner, your nickel corner, all that shit. Yeah, they've added a whole ton of shit.
Get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Oh, I'm sorry. You said
Give him
that
10
as though you
yards
had a
there,
choice.
and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on
Give me
first
another
down.
hug, motherfucker.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, that play certainly felt like what I call a tendency breaker. 1st and 10, they dial up a draw play. That's not a normal situation, but give credit to the defense. They weren't fooled at all and really finished off the play.
Here's Keenum now on 2nd down. And down he goes. Keenum is set.
Malcolm Smith.
Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, here's Keenum. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. Back deep, Trent Taylor. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught. And he's in for the touchdown.
For whatever reason, you were on the corner.
Play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
Gold able to tack on the extra point. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too.
And
they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Noah is running outside, going to help every time.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they face a 3rd and 15 here following the delay of game. On 3rd and long, it's Keenum. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's a carry for the fullback.
Oh, wow.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12. Keenum. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Eric Armstead in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Marquette King now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the 2nd half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
You got to literally stand in place and wait for them to pick up the block.
I gotta work some.
Right back to him on 1st down. They'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Play action. Garoppolo. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Adam Gotsis in there to get him for a loss of 5. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Talking about Garoppolo's sack. It's weird.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
I mean, I get it. Don't act like you're not impressed, but goddamn,
this
guys.
just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football.
I'm pretty sure it wouldn't surprise me if he did have his balls cast in solid gold.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
I mean, if I were a 9-figure player, I'd do it.
Able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run pass numbers are a little bit out of whack.
Yeah, what you do is you get a plaster cast, right?
But in a sense,
you get a mold. You get the plaster mold.
Like that, the defense
then
might
you have the
bit
gold, like a plating almost. And then you put that shit on.
So
like
a first and 10
almost.
now in Denver territory, right at the 40.
21. 21. 21. Here we go. 21. 12, fellas. Here we go.
I imagine there'd be a class.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball
Gold
and protect
member.
this lead. Give it to the
I love gold.
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
I love gold. I've noticed you're very toit. Very toit like a toiger.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Oh, shit.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Domata breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Oh, is that word? Oh, wow. I didn't know Domata went to the Broncos.
Back now here in Santa Clara.
A pure pissed offness. You could have been a contender.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. It's caught by Garcon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. The Niners on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting
He's actually like 79, something like that.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
He's got wheels.
He'll get it up the middle. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. It's a little bit
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award on this very field, Von Miller, in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And Gold is able to put it through, and that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So
just like the read option.
Mission accomplished. It's darn close.
Twisting away.
Shut the fuck up.
The decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Denver getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
That's some bullshit right
Throwing
there.
on 3rd down, Keenum.
Williams.
Well, they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Caught it.
A lot of fuckings for not a lot. A lot of fuckings and not a lot of explanation.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
Fucking go figure. That's fucking nice.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Clean off his feet.
And coming out now, the Broncos.
If this were Sim, he definitely would have been. Because I'm pretty sure I've killed him at least 3 times.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now Keenum throwing on second.
No fucking way! Oh, man. I just hit him as he was trying to throw a screen pass, and my fucking pass rusher picked the ball off.
And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked
what
about
are the
how much
fucking
pressure's
odds,
in the
dude?
face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
21, 21.
McKinnon.
Ha-ha! Wild card, bitch!
And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give
So
up the
you're saying
yardage.
there's a
Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But
Yeah,
now
they're like,
is
why
the
is he
time
not
to start
burning his
using those
timeouts?
timeouts.
He's down
keep in mind,
23
it'll
with
also
3
stop
minutes
the
left
clock
in the
at
game.
the 2-minute warning. They run once more with McKinnon. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Damn. You had to hit him like
Only
that.
a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards
your
the
running
sideline.
back just fucking
really
sucks.
good fundamentals
That
by
was
that
Jarek
defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to
Oh,
get upfield.
no, I thought he caught it for a second. I thought you picked it, then I thought he caught it.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he
And it just
cannot
rolled
connect.
harmlessly onto the turf.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And this is just outside the... And this score will stay right where it is. So he's not perfect after all. He made his first 4, but now his first miss.
Well, you shouldn't have to put your kicker in a spot where he has to even try 5 field goals. He's bailed them out time and time again, but sooner or later, you just had to know his luck was going to run out.
And he's got some space here. And
No!
he takes this one just
I
shy
told
of
you.
midfield all the way to the 49. That's good.
Dude,
for
how the fuck
21
did you take a
yards and
draw
first
all
down.
the way to the sideline?
time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. On 1st and 10, here's Keenan. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now it's Keenum. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
I know it was a screen.
You got the big lead
I was talking about
willing to
smacking
give
him
him
like
that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds,
I know, right? This
keep the
motherfucker
clock
should be
running.
immune.
Just
He
go
should
ahead
just
and
be
bleed the
popping
game
straight
out
up.
that way.
All right, guys, next play.
3rd and long. It's Keenum. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Keenum now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Keenum. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
All right, guys, next play.
Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Next play, guys, next play.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Keenum. He's going to leave this for a running back. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be
I
a
don't
2-yard
know.
gain,
This motherfucker
and just
has to have
that,
like
it's 3rd
99
down.
fucking carry. Because I am tattooing him
And
every
they're
time
left
he
looking
touches
at
the
3rd
ball.
and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete.
He got tattooed too.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
Finally!
He loses
Fucking
the
fun!
and it is 2nd down.
Wow.
Finally
That
got
dog
him to
is not
fumble.
free,
On the last
but
play
a
of the
teammate
goddamn
comes
game.
along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys
Jesus
at bat,
Christ.
people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal. Win all of your
Good
home
game,
games,
bro.
split your road games, and you're likely going to be in...